Welcome back to No Height Required, because whether it's capes, coasters, or camera lenses, there's no height required to join the fandom. I'm your host, Brian. And today, I'm joined by my good friend, Zach, as we dive into a debate that theme park fans have been battling over the years for. Universal Orlando's Express Passes versus Disney World's FastPass, Genie Plus, Lightning Lane, or whatever you want to call it now, or whatever it's fallen into. Which one is actually the better option? Which one gives you the most out of your day? And which one makes you want to toss your phone into the nearest churro stand? We'll break it all down: cost, convenience, stress levels, whatever, ride count, family friendliness, all of it. And trust me, Zach and I definitely don't agree on it, but we'll probably agree on something, because, But Zach, how you been?
It has been a year. It has been a really interesting year. I mean, just everything that has been going on, from my life to the world to theme parks. I mean, Epic opened this year, and that was very interesting.
And you gone, right?
Yeah. So I went before they opened 3 times, and then I went 1 time recently.
Okay.
So I've gotten the full breadth of, like, from when it was like nothing was open to when everything is open, and it's very, very different from all the different points.
Okay, and you gone like twice?
So I've gone 4 times total.
Okay.
3 times before it opened and 1 time after it opened.
Okay. So me and you have gone around the same amount of times then. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And you rode all the rides?
The only thing I have non-ridden is the Harry Potter dark ride, because every single time. So the first 3 times it wasn't even open. Like, I was like, okay, it was open the 3rd time, but they had that stupid virtual queue system that you basically had a 0.5 seconds to get your spot, or you wouldn't be able to get in. And I didn't get in the 3 times, and I complained about that entire system. They've since killed that entire virtual queue system.
Yeah.
But when I went back with my roommate, the thing was that we went to it, but the ride was just a little too long for our taste, and we had to actually leave. But yeah, I've been through the queue. The queue is beautiful. Okay. It's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. So I've been, because I'm a team member, so I was able to go during previews, and I've gone 4 times since then. So since the preview night, I went recently, like last week, and
okay.
It's hard. I understand to get on that ride, because that ride's like, I don't know. I guess because it's Harry Potter. I guess because I'm like,
it's Harry Potter.
Yeah. So what I realized, towards the end of the night, because the park was open to 10 when we went. Past 5 o'clock, the line starts to die out, and like around 7 o'clock, the line was at like a 10-minute wait, like 15-minute wait, and we went on. And my niece, who has never rode like crazy rides before, like the biggest crazy ride she rode recently was like Hiccup, because she's used to riding like Barnstormer, because she's like a little girl, so she's like, so she was able to ride, and she rode Ministry for the first time, and her reaction was like, and then so we rode again because we're doing child swap, and oh my god, their child swap system is wild, because you got to take like 2 sets of elevators to get to the platform from the waiting room.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that, and I was like, oh
that's
my god,
weird.
That's crazy. So like, you go in, they have to radio up, let them know person you're coming, so they're sending the elevator down. You go in the elevator. You go up 1 floor, you get out of the elevator, go to another elevator across the hall, take that elevator, and go to the platform on the side of the next floor. And that's your child swap. And then it's crazy.
Bizarre.
Yeah. And then you had to be escorted from the second elevator from a team member to like the platform. And I was like, what's happening? It's like, did they not think about child swap
needing a because every single ride that has they have a child swap that's just literally like, you stand over there, there's like seating, and then when you get off the ride, there's literally like another entrance that you go into.
Yeah.
Like, how did they not think of like, okay, there's supposed to be
up, because like the waiting room's downstairs, but the platform's upstairs, and I was like, well, because the 2 rides I've worked at Universal, literally the waiting room is literally right there at the exit, so they could just go in and out. But of course, Ministry has to go all different sideways. You're gonna take like elevator escort and go up. It's crazy. It was.
I mean, that ride's a mess. I mean, every single time that I hear about it from people that I know that work there, they're like, yeah, it's a ride that we hate know exists, but it's just, Everybody wants to go to it.
It's Harry Potter.
It's Harry Potter. I mean, besides Nintendo, everybody wants to go to Harry Potter.
Oh man, but Nintendo is like wheelchair hell because all the stairs and the one elevator in the front.
I mean, whoever thought to just copy paste Nintendo from Japan probably needs to rethink their entire thing when they're thinking Florida, because I mean, one of the Disney lore thing that I have to, when they first were making Main Street, and what they did is they copied it from California. They copied all the colors, they copied everything like that. But when the Florida sun came up, and they were taking pictures of it, it looked like crap because the Florida sun was washing out all the colors. So they literally came up with an entirely different set of colors between Disney Orlando and Disney in California because our sun washes everything out. So like everything's more vibrant. So that way the colors are that way. Well, the same problem applies to Nintendo. It looks so washed out during the day. Like you come back at when the sun goes down, it looks beautiful, amazing. It looks just like a video game, everything like that. But during the day, it looks so much, it's so bad. Everything's washed out. And you're like, what the hell?
I never thought.
Why does it look so bad?
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's basic color theory. I mean, you and I are photographers, so you like, we know the entire theory of like
what colors,
how much light in every, So I mean, you put sunlight in with your camera, then obviously you have to adjust for different white balancing. Mm-hmm. And the same with the eye. We have a certain white balance that we're expected to. Yeah. And it just washes everything out with Florida sun because Florida sun is Florida sun, and plus,
is it because the Florida sun, like Florida's more closer to the sun than California?
I don't know what it is. I mean, there's just something about Orlando that we have such intense sun that's I don't even understand how it is possible that this way actually happens. But yeah, I think it's just the angle because we are. The only further south you really can go, I mean, is you go to Miami or you go to like the southern tip of Texas. So, I mean, California is a couple of latitudes up. So, I mean, the angle of the sun is a little bit more tilted regardless of what time of the year it is. Yeah. Whereas in Florida, it's more high in the sky and pretty much all day. So, I mean, you're getting those direct angles. Yeah. It's physics.
All right. So let's get right to what we're doing today's episode. We're comparing Universal and Disney's Express Pass, Fast Pass, whatever. You have control of the slideshow here, so I'm going to zoom in on it. And here we go. All right, so this is all you. This is really cool. I like how you made it. When I first read it, I was like, "What's SLO?" And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, so I mean, the general nomenclature with it is that it's just something that I came up with it because both Disney and Universal have their own nomenclature for that, and it's called skip line option. Skip line. And so it's basic. I'll go into the kind of things, but I'm going to go in the disclaimer for mine. So started with disclosure. Back in 1999, I actually got my annual pass. And we maintained it for the most part until I moved out of my parents' place. And then after that, I had to let it lapse for a year until I actually got enough money. And then I got my annual pass, and I've been a park holder ever since. Right now, a premier pass holder for all three parks. I've never worked for Universal or Disney, but I did apply to Universal Programmer a few years back, and they said no. So I was like, whatever. Okay. And I'm not sponsored, and I've never been sponsored by any other company. So I'll have yours next.
Perfect. Well, I am currently a Universal team member, so I'm gonna be honest and biased, but I love Universal. I also love Disney. I used to be a former Disney cast member, but I'm currently a Disney annual pass holder. Because you know that saying, if you live long enough, you can either you'll die a cast member or live long enough to become a pass holder. And that's where I am right now. And I'm not sponsored by Universal or Disney. This is us talking about their stuff, the SLO options.
Yeah. But so what's an SLO? Oh, I didn't hide the bottom part for this one. So it's a skip line option. So just to kind of do this, it's a paid upgrade, at least for now, for all of these. Basically, it's not a free skip line option. Some companies do offer free SLO upgrades for depending on what you do. It's a separate line, so rather than you going through the standby line, there's some kind of skip line option, whether it's Express or the Lightning Lane or Genie. I don't even. Yeah, it's less time in line.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people are paying for these things, and so there's less time in line rather than you actually doing any of this. It's separate from the VIP experience, which is more costly, and they offer front of the line access, which usually you go through the exit to the front of the line. So that's not what we're talking about either. This is also different than ADA access, which is a free option for anybody that has disabilities. They're return time based, and we're not talking about VIP or ADA access at all, because those are completely separate things. And if people want to talk about the ADA stuff, I do know people that use the ADA on both parks.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's something that we could talk about in the future, but this is just the paid option for that.
Oh, I like to bring up, so the VIP experience, you're comparing, this is for both, right? Disney and Universal?
Yeah, so yeah.
You want to know something? I don't know. Did you ever done the VIP experience or guest service one for Disney before?
I have not. It's way too expensive.
So here's the thing: the difference between Universal and Disney on that is that Universal, they do give you an escort to the ride to get on the ride right away. Disney does not.
Oh,
that's what I found that out. I don't know if it's true or not, but like when I was told,
what are you paying for then?
The experience of being treated like a princess walking around the Disney park. I don't know, but I was told they do not get an escort to the ride at all compared to Universal's. That's
so you don't get like you go through the back of the house to the front of the line.
You do, because when I worked at Disney, I seen people get a tour in the underground tunnels when I was at Magic Kingdom. That's true. They get like a tour and experience that. But I was told they do not get an escort to the ride like Universal does. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's something I guess it's not something that we're talking about. That's amazing. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And with the ADA, Universal I know is way more lenient than Disney's rules now. Ever since they changed on how you get one, but other than that, that's a whole different story with ADA. ADA's like changed even to get one, because before you could just be like, my kid has this, and then sure, but now it's like, well, your doctor.
Yeah, there's an entire system behind it. I mean, it's definitely something that, I mean, if you wanted to talk about it, I know a few people that use the ADA access.
Oh, of course.
And so they have that information. I bet you probably have people that are either involved in it.
I knew a friend who was the one that like you call and you do like a Zoom call with them and you talk to them, and she's the one that says yes or no or denies you. But like, it's a dangerous job technically, because the people you piss off, like they have to wear different name tags. They have to go under different names when they do it, because the people you're gonna piss off. I don't know if I should say this, but like, people can be like, "Oh, oh my God, you ruined my child's life. This is this," and then you're like, it's just. I understand why Disney and Universal is kind of getting more strict on it, because people do take advantage of it.
Yeah,
I mean, but I understand why they're more strict on being like, well,
yeah. There's been a lot of people that they just lied about. I mean, it's all about the buttholes actually doing the wrong thing.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. People take advantage of the situation, but they do have a standardized system that's like, this is how you do that without notifying Universal or Disney your specific reason for all of that, which is cool. I would have to. I don't really know fully into it. I just know what I've been told through other people that have legitimately used the system. Like, they actually legitimately have an ADA reason.
Yeah, and totally understandable for the people that actually use it for the actual reasons, not just because usually that's to skip the line and all. But totally understandable. But
I mean, I've been hesitant to even use it when my grandma was kind of in a wheelchair, because it's just like, I could still walk and I could walk them through there, but they're like, yeah, you can go ahead. You have a wheelchair and you can go through this ADA thing. And I was like, okay, cool.
Well, because back in the day before Express even existed, if you had a wheelchair, you were able to skip the line and stuff like that before. I remember when I was a kid. but also like the changes that's happened over time with it is that now you have a wheelchair. It's like, nope, you wait like everybody else, or
Yeah.
it's like
You either have an ADA access or you wait with everybody else.
yeah,
Yes.
and before Lightning Lane or Express ever existed, remember before they started doing that slowly, all you had to do, you had like those FastPass kiosks at Disney where I don't know if you remember, you go up to it, you scan your ticket.
that's what I have in this thing to explain it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we'll run into that when we go. Okay. So
we're getting ahead of
yeah. Okay. So let's reverse and go back to like where we're going to talk about the SLO. Now.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to do the Express one or do you want to do the Disney one?
I mean, I guess I could try to explain the universe. You could do the Disney one.
Okay, you do the Universal. I'll just run it through, and you can kind of do that one. So here's the timeline.
Perfect. Man, so is that when it started? Was 1999 when the Islands of Adventures opened? That's crazy.
Yeah, 1999 was the free virtual queue back in Universal. That was the first free Universal Express.
Dang, I was in high school when that happened. That's when they started doing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so this was. I guess we could just go ahead and talk about this. So back in 1999, back when an Islands of Adventure opened up, and that was the entire thing. It's basically you go up to a kiosk, you get a return ticket, and then you come back whenever it tells you to do so.
Yeah.
So they had a standby line, but generally, I mean, you could go to like a line, you scan your ticket, you get a return time for like the more popular ones, and then you could walk around and go to like some of the ones that didn't have a line.
Yeah.
Which was great. That was the fun times. Then in 2005 was when they first added the Universal Express Plus, which was a paid version where you just scanned and you were able to go
automatically right away.
Yeah, so you didn't have to return time; you just paid for it. So this gave a paid upgrade per perk that allowed you to get access to the Express line throughout the day. So this was the first time that we actually had a paid line for Universal. Actually for any park at that point in time, because they were experimenting with this entire thing. So that was that. And then 2014, Diagon Alley opened, and then the free virtual queue closed. This is when Express went to fully paid. It was in 2014. That's when Diagon Alley opened up, and so between 2012 and 2014, they started shutting down the free queues, and they started bringing up they started saying everything was paid at that point in time.
Yeah, it's like you want to ride, you gotta pay.
Yeah. So if you want the fast line, you gotta pay for it. From what I can research, all the free virtual queue options were closed except for Jimmy Fallon, but they recently did close the Jimmy Fallon free virtual queue.
Yeah, I remember
that was closed like.
But
1 or 2, 3 years ago.
If you go there now, you don't need an Express because there's no way.
You don't need anything. You could. I have never waited more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I literally go up the stairs and I'm already in. There's no more like you can play the games in the waiting room or wait for your color. It's automatically you're already loading in the next theater. Yeah.
Yeah. So in 2017, every ride had Express, and Volcano Bay opened, but it had no Express. So there was no Express in Volcano Bay.
They did have a virtual queue though. On the bands.
No, they didn't. No.
They did it?
Well, they had the bands. They had the bands. So the virtual queue was because the thing is that at Volcano Bay, there's only 15 minutes of actual queue space, maybe 30 minutes if they depending on how it goes. So the thing is, the bands were basically required. So you did the tapu thing, and so if the ride was right now, you could just go right on.
Yeah.
But if there was like a line for it, so more than 10 minutes away, what they would do is they would activate the tapu. You'd be able to sign into one, and then it would tell you when you have to come back. It would show up on your watch that they provided you for free, and you just come back. It's basically like the Magic Bands, but if they actually had a screen on them, like a dot matrix kind of display cheap thing.
Because I've gone to Volcano Bay, but I've never ride the rides because I'm like fat conscious on getting on the ride and being told no. So I just do the lazy river.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to go because I don't be like going all the way up there to be told no. I'm like very scared of that. I mean, like
Volcano Bay, the Kokiri body slide is like my coffee in the morning. It's 209 steps all the way to the top.
Oh hell no!
And the thing is I get all the way up to the top, and it is like you are on that slide for a maximum of 15 seconds. And it is just like my coffee in the morning. This is my first ride because it wakes me up. It instantly wakes me up.
And that's the big drop one?
That's a big drop one. That's a big red one.
Okay. I just like the lazy river that's like, you feel like you're being flushed down a toilet. You're just
Oh, the one you have to wear the life
yeah,
jacket and everything like that. Okay.
Like me and my girlfriend went on it. The first time we saw that, I'm like,
Mhm.
it's just like a fast, lazy river, and I was like, holy shit, this is like the most amazing thing ever. It's like you're just being, I feel like a stool being flushed, and it's like you're just gutting it.
Did you go on before they mandated that you have to have a life jacket?
Yeah, I went after because it took me years to go to Volcano Bay after it opened.
Oh man, it was so much fun before they actually mandated the life jackets. They've also reduced the speed of the river. Yeah, so the big thing is that so when it first opened up, there's two islands that are on the fast river, right?
Yeah.
Both of those islands had very little padding for that area, and so people are getting concussions.
Oh my god.
Because it's so fast and people are not paying attention because, I mean, you're splashing all around and everything.
Or like running into
paying
people.
Attention.
Yeah.
And you're running into people, and the thing is people were hitting those islands. So then they put these big, thick pads there, but people are still getting concussions and having problems. So they were like, okay, well, they took out the tubes and they put in that mandate that you had to have the life jackets because it was becoming a problem.
Damn, I got to tell my girlfriend about that because when we I said, can you imagine not having a life jacket on here? I'll be like drowning.
It was fun. It was fun, but it was definitely for someone that knew how to swim. Because if you rode like that lazy river before Volcano Bay actually went to the mandated life jackets, it was a time. It was a very interesting time.
That's
so
crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Back up.
All right.
Yeah. It's Hagrid's.
Okay, 2019, Hagrid's opens. So Hagrid's Motorbike Adventures opens. It has no express, and
I don't think it still doesn't, right?
It has express now. So actually, it's on this.
Does that explain why it had like a 185-minute wait 2 days ago? Because that was insane.
Yeah, because in 2021, Velocicoaster opened with no express as well. But in 2023, they added Express to Velocicoaster, and Volcano Bay started offering Express. So you could actually go straight at it treated basically Express made your wristband treat every ride as a ride now. So you could ride regardless of the wait time. You didn't have to go to any of those kiosks. That's how they treated it. Yeah. So basically you did that. Then in 2025, which is this year, they added Express to Hagrid's.
I don't think the game still makes a difference.
So that means that everything at Universal, Orlando, Islands of Adventure, Epic Universe, Volcano Bay now has an Express line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because it doesn't still hurt with the line, because to me, I'm working attractions over the years.
Yeah.
Not having Express helps the line go faster. From what I know.
Yes.
Because Express slows that line down.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing is that even if you're doing it at the 50-50 rate that I think Universal does it, it's like you're basically stopping the line at certain points.
Yeah, it's a pain. I don't know how, because like in the beginning when Monsters opened, they were having issues because they like stuff with the ride, but then once they got the shit together, the most wait I've ever seen Monsters now, even with Express, is still 20-minute wait now.
Oh yeah, Monsters they.
Oh yeah, there's
all the time.
There's just a beautiful load.
This is like Monsters is like how I imagine every ride should be.
Yeah.
In terms of how they line manage, because they are just.
Oh yeah, like they learned they took all the problems from other rides, learned from that, like. With Velocicoaster, when they started doing the locker system, like you go in one way, you're leaving out the locker system the other way. It's already on the way out, so you're on two different sides. That's what Tron does at Disney. I was like, that helps the line so much better than everyone has to bum rush the lockers at Hagrid's or Gringotts or Mummy and then go.
It's a pain in the butt. I wish every ride was exactly like that same way, because it makes things that because Velocicoaster is so much easier because you're not missing your phone for like an hour or two if you're in the standby line.
Yeah, it's right before you get to the platform. Yeah,
it's right before you get to the platform, and if like as soon as you go through security and then you get off, it's a grand total of 15 minutes without your phone. So people are a little less hesitant about that entire situation.
Yeah.
And people aren't like trying to hide their phone or something like that, or trying to figure out how they can get it through security and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's like I don't have my phone for a little bit of time. It's fine. I'm gonna have it for like 10, 15 minutes, and people are a little less hesitant on that entire situation.
Oh, agreed. Yeah.
It's also not like a cattle call for all of the for all of those things. Yeah. It sometimes is a pain in the butt. I mean, Mummy's not too bad because they actually have like a full dedicated room.
Yeah, because before it used to be a little kiosk section in front, but they moved it into that theater area, which is large.
Yeah.
It's spacey, it's beautiful, a lot of space, not that trouble.
Yeah.
But Gringotts, oh my god, it's a madhouse to use a locker.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
it's
god.
Absolutely crazy. And I'm glad that like a lot of the newer rides that are coming up. I mean, Epic Universe basically leaned fully into this entire concept where if they need to put lockers, they put them basically right at the platform.
Yeah.
You spend 5 to 10 minutes without your phone.
Yeah.
You come off, you get your shit out, and then you go.
It's like Hiccup too, because Hiccup is like you wait in line right before you get to the enter the building or the platform. You go to the locker section, which is pretty much the end to get in and then out. Same, it's on the opposite side. Still works.
Yeah.
That's a great system to work with the locker. It's just
I wish that all of the lockers would go with the How to Train Your Dragon version, where it takes a picture of your face rather than requiring a scan of a card.
Yeah.
Because I'm always afraid I'm going to lose my card on the ride.
Yeah. So my friend, we were during team member preview. My friend's girlfriend, she's black. She used her face to take the photo at Monsters. So when we were getting off the ride, because she's black, it was dark, so it wouldn't scan her face. And then as soon as it tried to scan her face to open the locker, it froze the whole locker system. Trying to figure out her face. And we were like,
Your face froze the entire locker
So the
system.
whole locker system froze, and we were like, what do we do? And then the team member had to go around and grab a key, and we had to manually open everyone's locker because we froze the whole system trying to scan her face on the camera. And I was like, but at least now, when you take your photo, the light brightens up to lighten your face up. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, they started actually adding flashes. Like, wow, did someone talk to a photographer? You had 2 photographers.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it works perfectly now.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I think is missing from the How to Train Your Dragon version is they need to add canopies to that entire area.
Yeah, because what if it's raining? You're fucked.
well, it's not that. No, it's not about the rain, because like directly overhead is like it's rain covered.
Yeah.
But the thing is that there's so much light that could be let in, and we're talking about Florida sun. This is where the Florida sun's the worst, and so like I am like the beacons of Gondor are lit white in normal light. And the thing is that when the sun comes up there, all you see is just a white image. And so what I have to do is I have to find where the sun is aiming at the camera, and I have to do like this and then take a picture, and then it recognizes, oh, there's a face there.
Dang. Oh, so another thing I noticed too, the Disney cast members, they have an iPad that controls the locker system.
Yeah.
We don't do that at Universal, technically. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool to have like an iPad. You're like, where'd you start? So you could just do it from the iPad instead of going manually in front. I don't know.
Yeah, they have the magnet system where it's just like it activates. There's a magnet there, and then it activates the system control.
Yeah, the fob key. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Next, mechanics.
Mechanics. Universal. There's only one paid option.
But there's 2 different versions of it. There's the standard paid option or the unlimited paid option.
Yeah. So there's the one ride per person per day option, and then there's the unlimited rides per person per day. So you could pay for the upgraded one, or you can have the first one, which is 1 ride per person.
So what the deal is, if you buy it on the app, it's only the standard option. To do the unlimited, you have to do it at the kiosk.
You could get it online.
Yeah.
You have to scroll down.
Yeah.
It's like the first option is just the 1 ride per day, but you have like they don't really show that, hey, there's an unlimited option if you go a little bit further down.
Yeah, because guests usually buy the standard thinking it's the unlimited, and it's not. And then unfortunately, when sometimes I have to tell them that you already used it, it's a one-time use, and they go, "What do you mean? I thought it was unlimited." I go, "No, you have to read. It's a standard. You also got to read what park you use too, because you either use both parks or Universal or Islands separately. Then
yeah." So the second version that you can possibly get is the hotel included option, and this is only for the signature collection resorts. It's Portofino Bay, Hard Rock, Royal Pacific, Sapphire Falls, Helios. So it's the upper ones that require a little bit more money for you to do. And this is Express Unlimited, which is unlimited rides per registered guest. You need to register the guest with the hotel, and then every single registered guest with that for the duration of your stay gets unlimited Universal Express for Universal and Islands of Adventure.
Not Epic.
But not Epic. That's the thing that people don't understand. Epic Universe does not have a hotel included option, even if you're staying at Helios.
That's crazy.
So yeah. Yep. Even if you're paying the extra $180 a night for you to stay at Helios, you don't get included Express.
Well, I was told the reason why is because the 3 hotels are Lowe's hotels, and they have a contract with Universal for the unlimited Express passes. But obviously Epic Universe wasn't part of the contract because the contract was made a long time ago, and that's why Epic's not in it, and that's why it sucks. But at least
it was an enticement option for Lowe's to build hotels.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is that again, it's for Universal and Islands of Adventure. So even if you're staying at Helios, you get Universal and Islands of Adventure. You don't get it for Volcano Bay. You don't get it for Epic Universe. Many people.
At least you get good early access and good views of the park, right?
Yeah,
Helios.
That's. But yeah, again, when I went to Epic all 4 times. The last 2 times I actually had people that were staying at hotels that were going that weren't actual people that were staying, and they were like, "Wait, I don't get Express with my hotel. I'm staying at Helios," and I go, "Yeah, they didn't do it for Epic Universe.
No. You get a nice room.
You get a really nice room. Those rooms are being right there is really really cool.
Oh yeah, if you're just going to Epic, but yeah, it's a really pretty hotel.
Yeah.
Have you been inside?
Yeah. Oh yeah, have you been to the rooftop bar?
No, I've not touched foot inside that hotel yet, at all.
Oh man, okay. It's really nice on the outside and it's really nice in the bar. The bar is really cool. So if people are planning on going to the bar, because you can go to the bar without having to worry about it. So parking normally is $125 a night.
What?
Time. When you're trying to go to Helios when you're not staying on site. If you're staying on site, it's down to $32 a night. But you can bypass the $125 parking pass if you go to the bar and you spend at least $75 at the bar.
Oh my god. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that allows you to get a 4-hour pass. So you could basically, if you were staying at the parking for Helios less than 4 hours, it kills the 125 and you go up for free.
Can you enter Helios from the park site if you're not staying in the hotel?
You're not technically supposed to, but they don't really check.
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, okay.
It really kind of depends on if you have a manager there or not, because if you have a manager there, especially if they're an executive manager, then everybody's just being like, oh, I gotta check your pass and everything like that. But if it's just standard people that are like, man, I'm not getting paid enough for this, or you're in line, I don't care, and you just walk right in through.
Man.
And you can actually, so if you want to actually go to Helios, and you can go to Epic Universe. So if you go to Epic Universe, you can actually exit into Helios and say, hey, listen, I just want to check around Helios. They'll allow you to do that. You can just exit into Helios, walk around, then scan your pass to get back into the bar.
Okay.
They'll do that.
Okay. All right.
That's fine.
It's like going.
Just be nice.
It's like going from Epic to Boardwalk. Just going big in and out. Oh god.
It's just be nice. If you're nice to the security guards, they're not gonna have a problem with you and everything like that. Now, if you're being a butthole about the entire situation, then they'll be like, nah, you can't go through here. But I mean, if you're nice, hey, listen, can I just look around? And they're not busy or anything like that. They're gonna be like, yeah, sure, go check it out. Whatever, I don't care.
All right.
And yeah, I mean, you can check it out. They have there's an area in front of the hotel which you can look out to the entire Epic. It looks really, really cool. Really good pictures that you can take from it. And I've taken a bunch of pictures. You can even go up to the bar. And so if you want to, you can actually reserve at the bar. You can go to Epic, and then you can go to the Helios bar, and then you can go back in Epic after you're done. They'll allow you to do that.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So the third way that you can get Express is the AP Premier option, which I actually have.
Is that the 4 p.m. one?
This is the 4 p.m.
Okay,
one.
okay.
So this is a once per ride premiere after 4 p.m. So after 4 p.m., anybody with a Premier Pass, so it's basically the orange passes, you get the access to once per ride per person. So you have to scan this. They now have facial recognition for it, so you don't even bring out your pass or express pass anymore. Most of the time, they're just like, okay, good, and so you don't really scan anymore.
It does. Yeah, especially now that we're using the facial recognition, helps a lot. Yeah, it's faster.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, now that they just have a kiosk that's set in a hallway, and so as it's coming in, it's just finding where all of the faces are, and then it's finding green or red.
Yeah.
And so if it's red, they're like, you've got to scan, and then if you scan and it's wrong, they're like, sorry, you used it, or your express pass is not valid, or whatever. It's like, go away.
Yeah.
But
can you imagine once APs get that for Epic? Oh man, that's gonna be longer line.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that first they have to even offer APs for Epic. Right now, APs don't even exist for Epic.
Is there for the annual passes? Is there? Because I'm not a pass holder for Universal. Because you know how Disney has different stages or whatever.
Yeah.
Are there different stages for Universal? Different types of one, or is just that premiere?
Yeah. So there's 4 tiers for Universal. So you have seasonal, power, preferred, and then premier. Premier is like the top level thing,
and that's the one that will only with Express, right?
That's the one with Express. That's the one. That's also, you get a free Halloween Horror Nights ticket every year.
What?
You get free valet, and yeah, you always have early access into the parks, and you never have a blackout date for the park. So all of the parks never have blackouts for it. You get the best discounts on hotels. You get the best discounts on anything you purchase in stores and everything like that. And yeah, the premieres you get a whole crud load of stuff.
It sounds better than Disney's Disney benefits.
Disney is the preferred is like Premiere, but you don't get all the extras. So it's no blackouts, but you don't get the free Halloween Horror Nights ticket per year. You don't get the free valet, but you do get a discount valet. You get free parking. Yeah, it's preferred is like the one that usually people have because it's like the baseline stuff. The Premier is like, I want the extras, which I use the extras a lot, so it's worth it to me.
That's like, what's the highest one for Disney Princess or Incredible, or whatever it's called?
I don't even know. The top level one is the one that you have to buy if you're out of state for Disney, and that gives you no blackout dates, and that's it. You get free parking and you get no blackout dates. That's what the top level gives you.
That's it?
That's it. So, that's what the top level AP gives you.
See, if we did a thing about the difference between pass holder benefits, I think Universal shits on Disney's benefits. That's
it
better.
Is crazy on exactly how much like Disney doesn't give you as part of being AP. And the thing is, okay, what's the AP current AP prices for Disney right now? Let's see. The Incredipass, which is the top level available to all guests, which is no blockout dates, which is $1,629.
And that's like the premier version of Disney, like Universal's, right? Like almost at that level.
It's the equivalent to the preferred version. I would say it's closer to the preferred level, which is the tier underneath Premier.
And that's
because again, it's $1,600, and that gives you no blackout dates.
And that's the only benefit.
And the only thing, like, you can only get the Incredipass if you're out of state. So you can't get anything lower than that unless you are in state or you are a DVC member.
Really?
Which is a Disney Vacation Club. Yes. So the Sorcerer Pass has some blackout dates. It's available to DVC members and Florida residents. So that has blackout dates, but it's exactly the same as the Incredipass. It just has blackout dates.
What Disney Annual Pass do you have?
I have none.
Oh, you don't have the one? Okay.
No.
I have the pirate one, which is like the second lowest.
So Pirate is available to Florida residents only. It has significant blockout dates. So basically,
holidays.
Yeah,
it's
basically any time and during the holidays. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, July 4th.
Which I don't mind not going to the theme park during those holidays.
Yeah, and then you have the Pixie Dust Pass, also Florida resident only, and that one is basically you don't get to go to the weekends.
Yeah.
You never basically go to the weekend.
Yeah.
So it's a weekday only thing. It's such a bizarre way that they have these passes structured, and I don't fully understand.
Yeah.
But it's just because Disney can get away with it because they just have so many people.
Because before they changed it to those pirate ones, the one I originally had, it had free parking, it had no blackout dates, and it had free photo pass. But then they got rid of it.
They got rid of the photo pass.
Yeah, now the photo pass is like an option that you want to add to your thing, and I'm like, wow, that's they and
even then, I mean, even these annual passes is that the add-ons for the water parks. There's actually an add-on for the water park.
For both parks, like for both Disney and Universal, or just Disney?
Just Disney.
Okay.
The Universal, you either pay for the 2-park, which is just the Disney and Universal, or the 3-park, which includes Volcano Bay, which is what the one I have. It's a 3-park premiere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with Disney, it's an add-on. They have it the same way, kind of the same way. But the thing that I just kind of wish that both companies would do is a water park pass. They used to have that. Disney used to have that at the very least.
Yeah.
But they got rid of it. It's completely gone.
Also, I think Volcano Bay is 20 times better than Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach by far.
That I have a nuanced opinion about because I do have some positive things to say about all 3 parks, but I do like the condensed atmosphere of Volcano Bay. Yeah. I have lots to say about all.
Well, Typhoon Lagoon to me honestly has the best wave pool.
Wave pool, yeah.
Yeah, compared to the other 3, because I know Blizzard also has a wave, but and Volcano Bay does theirs, but Typhoon Lagoon's wave is like waves are bigger to me. I think they're.
Oh yeah. It's actually a wave pool rather than a slightly bumpy pool.
Yeah, because I remember I used to see people surf way back in the years ago. People used to be surfing.
They don't allow that anymore.
They don't. Oh, damn, that sucks. I thought that was like the coolest things I ever seen. Plus, they also got rid of the shark area.
Yeah, they got rid of that area. They didn't get rid of very much after that. Actually, I think.
I know we're getting. I know we're getting off topic, but there's another place that I've been begging my girlfriend to go to. It's that water place in SeaWorld. It's called.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the place
I can't remember the name.
It's like a cruise. Like it's like if you go on a cruise, but it's like not a cruise. It's
Oh. Okay, so water park. So you have Aquatica, which is the water park.
It's the other one.
But it's the other one, which is the one where you swim with the dolphins.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it. SeaWorld water place.
Discovery Cove.
Yeah, yeah, Discovery Cove. I heard that is amazing. I want to do it. It's like being on a cruise without getting on a ship. It's like it's unlimited it's unlimited food. And all this stuff, and you got all these activities like water area and like
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, you gotta look it up. I heard it's like one of the best like options in Orlando. That's not Universal or Disney, but all right. Does SeaWorld even have Express? I never thought about that.
SeaWorld does SeaWorld have Express? Because I didn't really look it up because we were just talking about Disney versus Universal.
Yeah, we always talk about.
Well, they do have something called Quick Queue.
Quick Queue.
Oh. Fast Track at San Antonio that allows you to skip regular lines at participating rides, so it's not all of the rides.
Oh, it has to be probably this premiere.
It's a paid add-on, and it varies by park and tier. But like Mako, Manta, and Kraken, so they do have their own thing.
Cool.
It's not as expansive as Universal and Disney has.
Yeah. All right, so we're going from Universal Express to Disney's Lightning Lane Genie Plus.
Okay, I'm going to explain this entire thing as best as I could. It took me a little while for me to kind of undo the entire thing of the timeline. So, $19.99 FastPass free. So it's the same thing as Universal.
Is it coincidence they started the same year?
They started the same year. It kind of became a thing, and people I don't remember who started it first, but it was definitely the same exact year. I remember when they started the entire thing. Scanning was cool. I mean, the entire thing with scanning was really nice.
Oh yeah, that agreed.
It took until 2013 for them to add FastPass Plus. Now, just to let you know, by this time, the entire paid option for Universal Plus, the Express Plus, had been going on for how long was it?
Rewind.
Yeah. So
2005.
In 2005 was when Universal Express was added, and so when you go to Disney Lightning Lane, you have 2013 for advanced reservations. So they had it way. I probably should just bring up my things over here. It tells me exactly where it was. So yeah, the thing is that it was a while before they even added a paid option.
I know.
This is also when Magic Bands rolled out. So 2013 was also when we started getting Magic Bands.
People still use Magic Bands now, right? I don't use a Magic Band. I use a card on my pass.
Yeah, because the entire Magic Band thing, I actually include a little bit of information on that. 2019, Rise of Resistance opens up. That's boarding groups.
I remember going to 6 o'clock in the morning to get a boarding group pass just to ride Rise in the morning.
I saw my friends go to Disney and to go to Rise of Resistance and everything like that, and they were showing me how they actually did the entire thing. I was just... It was as worse as the entire thing with the virtual queue when it came down to the Epic Universe stuff. Yeah. It was just like you had 0.6 seconds to get your thing in, otherwise you didn't get it.
I thought it was easier to get it at Disney than it is at Universal. Universal was just straight up, no, you didn't get it.
Depends. And also, if you had a hotel, you got early access kind of thing. And it was all kind of weird. So in 2020, they suspended all the FastPass due to the pandemic. So they killed FastPass completely. And this is also FastPass Plus, all of 2020. And then in 2021, they announced Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, which everybody was confused as hell at what the hell they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
In 2023, they made it so that Genie Plus was now park specific. So if you had a park hopper, you had to purchase Genie Plus for every park. So they went from Genie Plus being a once a day option to once a day plus park option. So now if you were able to go to 4 parks in one day, well, if you want a Genie Plus, you needed
a certain park only.
You had to do a certain park for each one. So basically, it quadrupled the price without them saying that they quadrupled the price.
I remember I went one time for my girlfriend's birthday, and we were at Magic Kingdom, and you had to. It's the way I remember. I spent $15 buying the initial Genie Plus, but it does not include the premium rides. The premium rides were separate, and you had to pay that separately for each person. Which is like...
So I actually have a graphic for how this entire system works. And it is so... it's needlessly complicated. It is so much more complicated than the Express. So in 2024, they retired the Genie Plus branding, and now they didn't remove the Genie Plus branding. It's a Genie service, which just keeps your part of your track of your day. But now, and it helps you make free reservations and track your paid Lightning Lane. But now everything was just Lightning Lane. They retired Genie Plus. When you purchased it, it's Lightning Lane. And then in 2015, they finally added Lightning Lane Premier, which allows for unlimited Lightning Lane access through the day, which is exactly the same as Universal Express Unlimited.
Does that include the other premium rides too?
Yeah. So this is the mechanics. Okay. This is the Lightning Lane and Genie Plus as it is of now. I know it's morphed throughout the years, but this is how this complicated thing works right now. So this is me doing a bunch of research on exactly how it works. So first, unlike Universal, there's only one option. You can pay for it. So you don't have hotels, APs don't get it. There's no extra options for all of this. You have to pay for this version. It's only called Lightning Lane. There's a Lightning Lane single pass. You pay a single price and it's one ride. So you go okay, I want to go to Soarin' and I want to go to Lightning Lane. You pay a price and it gets you limited access to Lightning Lane for that scheduled time. So you basically say at 3 p.m., want to go to Soarin', you go to Lightning Lane, you pay $15, $16, $17, and you go into that.
What the fuck?
Okay. Yeah, that's the first one. So it's one ride, one time. Lightning Lane Multi, it is a single pass that you pay throughout the day. So you get 3 initial reservations. So when you first get into the park, you activate all 3 of your reservations. And through your phone, you select what reservations you want to select. And so once the reservation is used, you can book another. So let's say you go on a Soarin', and after you go on Soarin', you can now book on another one. So let's say you want to go to, I don't even remember all the Epcot rides, but you want to go
Ratatouille, Test
or
Track,
like
or
you could book another reservation and everything like that. But there's a tier 1 and a tier 2 version of the list of rides for every park. You could only book 1 reservation for tier 1 at a time. So this is things like Soarin' or what is it, Star Wars, like Rise of the Resistance. Those are like tier 1 rides. Whereas like the tier 2 rides are like a merry-go-round or carousel or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you could book as many as you want in those 3 reservations. But so like Thunder Mountain, Magic Kingdom, Frozen Ever After at Epcot, Smuggler's Run at Hollywood Studios are all tier 1 rides. The other 2 reservations have to be tier 2. And you can't book another tier 1 ride until you ride the tier 1 ride. So once you get off the tier 1 ride, you can rebook another tier 1, either the same one that you currently have or anything like that. So the last one is Lightning Lane Premier, which showed up just this year. And it's limited access to the Lightning Lane throughout the day. So all you do is they give you, like, you just have a pass or you scan your phone or anything like that. You don't reserve anything. You just go right up there and go, hey, I want to go on this ride in Lightning Lane.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So, yeah,
that's their Lightning Lane thing. How much is the Premier?
How much is Premier?
Yeah.
The pass. So are you talking about the Universal Express Unlimited or Premier Pass?
I'm talking about the Premier Pass for Disney. That's separate.
I actually have the pricing comparison for that.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know why this isn't hidden, but whatever, a thing like that. Okay, so in Universal Express in 2005 was $30.
Wow, what a deal
for Universal Express. Yeah, and in 2021, when they first added the paid option for that, Genie Plus was $15 a person, and Lightning Lane was about $7 to $15 a ride a person. So that's the prices that are there.
Can you imagine being a father having like 6 kids? You're so funny.
This was one single thing. Now current prices have surge pricing, which means that as the ride gets more popular throughout the day, the prices for each ride goes up. And then also both Universal Express and the Lightning Lane Premier have surge pricing. So as I'm announcing this, like I'm saying all of these things, the prices will go up if it's a more popular day. So if you try going on Thanksgiving, you try going on Christmas, you try going on New Year's Eve, the prices for all of these will be elevated. So this is just like the baseline for what it is. So there's going to be more money on top of that for all of this. So when I go into this. So for Universal Express, which is easy to talk about, once per ride per day is $100 to $300 per person per park per day.
Yeah.
So that's the range. It can go a little higher if it's like New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve. Those are like the 2 days that are just like the most for those, and so it can go higher than $300, but not by much. I think I saw $389 on New Year's Eve or something like that.
Holy shit!
So it's yeah. They get what you're paid for. A lot of people want the Express on those things because obviously everybody's in the park.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a thing like that. If you want the unlimited version, it's $130 to $400 per person per park per day. So that's the Universal Express thing. The Lightning Lane, for the single version, it's $10 to $25 or more per park per ride. So every ride is that. So every time you want to use that, it's there. The multi version is $15 to $45 per person per park per day. Magic Kingdom is going to be elevated for all of these. So generally you're paying like 15 to 35% extra for Magic Kingdom. It's just more popular park, so people have to pay more. The Premier version, which is equivalent to the Universal Unlimited thing, starts at $119 for like a Tuesday in February, all the way up to $449 or more for each person per park per day.
Huh.
So yeah, it starts lower than Universal's Unlimited, but it can definitely go higher. I think I saw $545 on New Year's Eve I think like last year. For this.
Oh my god.
Like no for this upcoming New Year's Eve or something like that. It's getting to be really expensive.
Then you would have taken account because like it's more for like what is the better brand compared for the rides. You know, like what if so say like you compare Universal and Magic Kingdom, right? Like compare like what rides are better than most. Like especially if it also depends if you have kids. That's another like factor you're gonna have. If you're just a Disney adult going to Disney, I mean, fuck, you're not spending that much, or you're like going to Universal for thrill rides. It's not that bad. But say you're a father with a wife and like 7 kids, you're fucking spending a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at for a family of 4, it's at least included. This isn't including you actually getting into the park. So let's say you're going to Magic Kingdom on a random Saturday, which is not a thing. You could easily be paying for just one day to Magic Kingdom for your family of 4 for like $2,500 if you wanted to go for all the Lightning Lane for the premiere.
Yeah,
it is absolutely ridiculous, and people are starting to say that Disney is becoming an unaffordable thing.
I mean, I agree. It's getting more expensive every year.
It's getting absolutely crazy on how expensive Disney and I mean Universal's getting there, but they haven't been increasing as much. I mean, they are still less in terms of like, I mean, their APs are less, their per day park passes are less, but I don't know. This is what this is what we're discussing on this.
Yeah, like my annual pass keeps getting more expensive every year, like with Disney. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with it because of the way the prices keep jumping. It's like my rent every year gets up every year, and I'm like, bro, it's like do you want anybody to go? I mean, for mostly
they want the people that can afford it to go, and that's the thing is that it's priced to keep a certain number of people in the park because the APs are meant to fill up the park when it's not busy.
Yeah.
But it's not meant to be like, okay, well, I get free passes throughout the year and I'm able to go to like New Year's Eve or anything like that. Yeah. That's why, I mean, with both Universal and Disney with their blackout dates, the first thing they block out is New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve.
Yeah, because everyone and their mom wants to go to the parks on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day for some reason. You know?
Yeah, if you get any block out for either company, even with SeaWorld, the thing is New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, both of those, bam, you could consider you're not going on those. But I really wouldn't go, but that's because that's what it's pointed to do. APs are meant to go on like a random Tuesday in the middle of February when no one's going.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with APs and everything like that.
Yeah.
And this Express is meant to really kind of for people that you're paying for convenience.
Yeah.
On both sides, what this is that SLO is designed to make it so that if you are going for like, let's say you're going for a day. So this is what I kind of told people. If you go to Epic Universe for one day or you go to Halloween Horror Nights for one night or anything like that, Express actually might be really beneficial to you because
I agree.
You probably can't go to anything. You can't go to everything in one night unless you have Express.
Yeah. Unless you have like a freaking fear pass, you're going to be like, well, I don't have to worry about Express because I'll be back next time. I'll just come back and try again next year or next night. But like, unlike me, because I scare act, and I don't have time to like wait to come back. Me and my girlfriend buy Express for that one night we're at Halloween Horror Nights because I'm like, this is the only time I get to see everything because I have no time to come back, or hopefully I do. But you know, this is it's all about time consuming. It's like, am I willing to wait 2 hours for Jason, or am I just going to buy Express Pass and wait 20 minutes?
I went twice and that was a surprise, and so I actually got an Express Pass for the first Halloween Horror Nights this last year, and then the second one I didn't have Express.
Yeah.
And we went to almost everything.
Yeah.
which was great.
The Halloween Horror Nights Express is $200, but it's worth it if you don't want to wait in line, because that helps risk a lot, especially if it's raining. Oh man, it's it's bad.
It's really nice because you could go to all of them. I mean, they had for Halloween Horror Nights this year, they had 10 different houses.
Yeah.
And so trying to get to 10 houses without Express is almost impossible.
No, it's literally impossible unless you do like early park access and plan your day accordingly and try to figure out. Hopefully, you work your way from the back and then get to the front. Because like if you do EPA, you could do at least the 5 houses in the back automatically right away before you do the main sound.
Yeah, the new EPA for Halloween Horror Nights was very interesting this last year.
Yeah.
Because previously, for those that don't really know, for previous years for Halloween Horror Nights, what they did is they put all the people that were in the park that were also there for Halloween Horror Nights.
In a zone.
So you got into the park normally, and then you were in the park for the Halloween Horror Nights Open. You went into a corral for one of the houses. And so you scanned your pass, you went in there, and so that was your early park access and everything like that. This year, what they did is rather than actually having you in a corral, you'd go to a place at like 4 p.m., you'd scan, you get a wristband.
Yeah.
And that would indicate that you should still be in the park when Halloween Horror Nights opens.
Yeah.
And so what they would do is they would just start at the back, so start over by Harry Potter, and they just sweep through the park, bringing all the security through, and then they would lock it off, and then they would start sweeping forward again until they got to the front. And then after they actually cleared everything, open Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they opened each of those houses at 5:15.
Well, certain houses open earlier than the other house. Like 5:15 will be, what was the first house I went to at 5? It was
5:15.
The Y6. Yeah, the Y6 will opens at 5:15, and then you had another house open at 5:30, and then everything else will open at 6. Which is, if you just plan it right, if you do the houses, you go according. But obviously, Five Nights at Freddy's, everyone was waiting for that house to go in.
Oh yeah, that one was.
Line.
Terrifier was even worse. Terrifier was always.
At least Five Nights at Freddy's was indoors inside the soundstage, the queue, because Terrifier was outside that area, and it's like hot. It sucked. Thank God I had Express.
I went when it was cold on both of those, so it was really nice. Wow. I got really hella lucky because it was like 71 degrees out in daylight.
I went in September,
and I was like, "This is perfect."
I went like second week of first week of September. That shit was hot. Oh my God!
No, I went in October. Like it was like first and second week of October, and it was like cool and chill, and it was nice. So even with the outside ones, even though I really like that they actually put like awnings over most of the. But yeah, if you went to Terrifier, there's no awning at all. So if it's hot, you're screwed unless you get an umbrella.
Also, with like when it's nice that they put that tent covering in front of Fallout and oh my God, what was the other house next to it? Gulkin. They had that tent because last year, the year before, there was no tent cover. It was just the line.
Oh yeah.
So luckily they put that tent cover. But when it was raining, that thing looked like a FEMA tent after a hurricane, because that shit was flooded. But even though you're under the rain, that whole area was underwater. It's crazy.
Yeah, they need to really re-level that area. I think they're probably going to need to like bulldoze and redo that entire bottom area because there's like the drainage for it is really poor.
No, it's shit. Like the water was up to my knees. It was like knees. It was like underwater. It was bad.
Yeah, but yeah, it was fine if it just had a small rainstorm, but if you got a heavy rainstorm, man, they really gotta fix the drainage back there.
Florida.
It's Florida. We live in Florida. That's how it goes.
Florida. But yeah.
All right.
All right, what's next?
Okay. So for the different factors, kind of came up with a bunch of different ones, which are the global factors, which park it is, weather, its proximity to holiday season, the day of the week, proximity to a theme park event, and then you got personal factors. What's your wallet? What's your party? What's your willingness to deal with tech and everything like that? So basically, for you to figure out if you want to do Express, you got to figure out what's the park like? Like what is the park normally like for what it is? Because the parks change from there. Like, I keep on talking about the middle of February. February is like the off season for all parks. And so if you go in the middle of February on like a random Wednesday, there's less people.
Well,
And then if you go on like middle of like Thanksgiving,
oh yeah, bad, not bad.
bad.
Yeah, like
And
last
everything
week.
like
Last
that.
week before Thanksgiving, it was dead. We had no lines. It was like a walk on, and as soon as that, like the first week of Thanksgiving started, everybody's like, 22,000 expectation compared to like, because Magic Kingdom, like their expectations for crowd wise is like 200,000 people, and that's Magic Kingdom alone.
It's insane on how many people
go to Magic
through
Kingdom
those doors every single time.
Especially Magic Kingdom alone packs mad people compared to like Universal.
Geez.
Universal alone. Well, Universal cannot even touch attendance wise for Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is Magic Kingdom. Yeah. I don't know.
And that's what we're talking about with global factors. So it's like if you go to Magic Kingdom, it's going to be the most busy park. It doesn't matter. No one's ever going to dethrone Magic Kingdom. There are too many people that really like Magic Kingdom. There are too many people that are attached to the 80s when like Disney was great and everything like that, and they still hold on to that with like an iron fist. It's never going to be dethroned, probably, unless like they destroy the park, which there'll be a riot if that happens. So.
I remember I saw a list they did of theme parks with the highest attendance of the year. The highest. I'm looking it up right now. Attendance.
Yeah, Magic Kingdom is always at the top.
Oh yeah.
And then I think Islands of Adventure is like it's either Epcot or Islands of Adventure fight for. I think they fight for spot 2.
I would think it would be Epcot. Has to be. Epcot 2 is also surprisingly popular, way more popular than most theme parks. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're doing it by.
Yeah, all the it's.
Oh, here we go. All right, top 10 attendance wise. Let's see. Number 1 is Magic Kingdom.
Of course.
Number 2 is Disneyland. Number 3 is Universal Studios Japan. And then number 4 is Tokyo Disneyland. And then
so we're still not in Orlando.
No. The next one in Orlando will be Epcot at number 8. And then
Epcot.
Hollywood Studios at number 9.
That's because it's the Star Wars. The Star Wars did pick it up. Hollywood Studios used to actually be further down the list.
Really?
But since they opened up the Star Wars, it's picked up by a significant margin. It used to be like always like in Orlando. It used to be like the 4th park.
Oh,
they like was fighting with Animal Kingdom.
Oh,
now it's much higher.
Here's an updated score for 2005. So it's number 1 is Magic Kingdom. I'll put it up on the screen here. So it says, where's my screen at? I gotta share my screen. Duh. Let's see. Where'd it go? Boop.
Okay, so Magic Kingdom
at Disneyland Paris is number 2. And then Tokyo Disneyland.
Why is this ranking in weird orders?
I don't know. I was looking at another one over here.
Okay, so Epcot Florida is 4, and then Universal Studios is 9. Okay, that's confusing.
Yeah, because this is going by this year. Because the other one I was looking at was from last year. Have you been to Universal Studios Hollywood?
No. Every single time that I get the opportunity to go, there's something else going on.
I heard it's nice. I know Japan's nicer. Let's see, the next one that's not Universal or Disneyland is I see on a list called Europa Park in Germany. That's like, and then Efteling in the Netherlands, and then Everland in South Korea. Lottie World Adventure in South Korea. Well, I didn't know Lottie had her own.
Universal. So it's Epcot, Epcot and Universal Studios, Florida.
Well, it's just
I
9.
would think that would be Islands of Adventure.
No, it's just here. Islands is that. No, I think Islands should be higher than Universal. Should be.
There's definitely more people. Like, okay, well, ranking.
Yeah, because you know what's crazy that they don't even have Epic on here, but Epic's been capping their attendance.
Yeah. I mean, they did in the very beginning, and you can pretty much get one. So Orlando crowd calendar.
Dollywood. Have you ever been? Dollywood's a nice park too.
Let's see. But yeah, I mean, each of the parks are going to be populated depending on what's going on in those parks. Again, Magic Kingdom is always populated. It's just how it goes. It's the things that us as Floridians have realized for the longest time, that Magic Kingdom will always be that way.
Which is crazy because Magic Kingdom is like well, I know that Magic Kingdom is 20 times bigger than Disneyland in LA. It's like it's a way bigger park. But like Magic Kingdom, you could, like, to me, like, you could do Hollywood Studios in like 2-3 hours, if depending on the wait time of rides. But yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, Magic Kingdom is massive. It was like the OG in Orlando, and it's like what everybody remembers. It's what everybody goes to for all of that. So it's the park that's going to have the most amount of people on each of the rides. The thing is that Magic Kingdom is comparable in size to Epic Universe.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you got to think of like how many people are going to Epic Universe versus how many people going to Magic Kingdom, and that is and that's what's going to be in with all that. So the other thing you have to worry about is weather. So like rainy days, and each park will be affected differently. So like Universal Studios will be affected less because all of their stuff is more inside. So it doesn't matter if it's rainy or not. With Islands of Adventure, it's going to be more affected because more of the rides are outside. And then Magic Kingdom is less affected. And okay. And my thing is going all over the place right now. That's better. Okay, so Epcot is going to be less affected because also their stuff is more inside, and the other thing is more on the experience side. And then Hollywood Studios, it's whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, there's stuff that is affected. It's not. I mean, rain does affect it. And then holidays, Veterans Day doesn't really affect anything. Whereas Independence Day, you can have a whole lot of people, whole lot of people. Thanksgiving, you could have even more people. It's absolutely insane if you try going on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, instead of having Thanksgiving dinner with your family, I'm gonna go to a theme park and ruin a team member's day. That's crazy.
Yeah. Christmas.
Bad.
It's just insane. People are all there. I mean, everyone's there for Christmas. And then New Year's Eve.
Oh,
this is a picture of New Year's Eve from last year.
I used to work. I remember working Magic Kingdom on New Year's Eve a couple years ago, and it's like it needs to be like that joke where like, hey, see that team member right there next to that tree right there? That person's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Well, this team member here is lost in the crowd because he's just buried under shit. That's crazy. And that's just for the
This was a picture taken from the Magic Kingdom live stream this last year, New Year's Eve, and there's not a spot on this entire picture that is not covered in human. Like there's no place that a non-human. There's only space for non-humans or employees to stand in this entire picture.
Like see that little spot right there in the middle, those blank spots. That's grass. That's fenced off.
That's bushes.
Those
are
bushes.
fenced off bushes and water. The thing is that no one can stand there because it's impossible for people to stand there. But yeah, New Year's Eve, going to the parks on New Year's Eve, you better be ready for this picture to happen.
Like, just looking at Main Street alone, down that Main Street is horrendous.
And this is just Main Street. The thing is that there's other pictures that I could have taken. Epcot has the same thing. All around the entire lake is just absolutely insane. You go through all of Magic Kingdom, everywhere that can actually see the castle and the fireworks. It's absolutely covered.
That's wild.
It's just crazy in how many people they fit into these parks, and it's crazy getting out after the fireworks go off on New Year's Eve. The thing is that the I-4 will be backed up for 6 hours,
and people are complaining why it's so busy. I'm like, bro, it's New Year's Eve.
It's like it's people trying to get home after they came from Disney. I mean, I do not go by the parks at all from like 6 a.m. on New Year's Eve to like 6 a.m. New Year's Day. No. Like that is like the plague zone, the plague time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'm looking at that, I'm like, that's disgusting.
This gives me anxiety. Like this.
Can you imagine people who have anxiety being in that shit? That's people losing their fucking minds.
I went to Anime Expo, and I am so glad that when I went to Anime Expo, I had an industry pass because. I have a picture.
I see video of Anime Expo, and I was like, "This is just trying to get inside." And I was like, "What? That's bad."
I mean, I have a story from Anime Expo. So 2015. The thing is that if you've ever been to Anime Expo, it's the convention center is split up into two sections. So you have these two areas right here, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is that they had a line that goes in like this. They had a line in and it comes in like this. And then they had a line that came in like this. Now the thing is, the lines were extending like this around the entire thing. Some people were going around the entire convention center twice before they realized they had to go to the inside to actually go into the line. One person said it took them 7 hours just to get into the actual convention center. They had their lanyard. They had the capability of getting in. They just had to get through security. They had to get through the line. It was so insane. But because the lines were basically forming, and they are forming basically a rotund circle around the entire complex, it was impossible sometimes for people to get in. You had to go to the inside so that we would actually get into the line.
Has Anime Expo ever been that bad before?
Oh yeah, it was 2015 when this was. So it was.
It's gotten worse. Then they haven't learned their lesson on how to do.
They did learn their lesson on the entire thing. So one of the things that they did is they improved how many security lines there were, and they also improved how fast their security people were. Uh-huh. So now the lines don't get long enough, and also they created dividers for the lines, so that way that situation wouldn't happen. But 2015 was insane for people to get into the actual thing. It was just completely crazy.
Yeah, because MegaCon's traffic is like very controlled. If you have to go outside, go around, and then go in, and it's like one way in. But then to get out, you could get out, but then to get back in, you have to go back all the way in again. It's pretty crazy. But
this was all just walking people. This is just people walking in.
Oh my god!
So the traffic. The thing is that for Anime Expo, not a lot of people actually drive in. If they're going to be on the outside, it's very a hotel-based convention. So the thing is people walking in,
like Dragon Con.
Because it's a very walkable neighborhood.
Oh,
yeah, Dragon Con.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, because it's just this centralized thing, people were circling the entire convention center complex twice before they realized they had to go into one of the offshoots of the line to go in.
That's wild.
There was no outside line management. They were like, if you were able to get the security gates, they processed you. But if you were outside the security gates,
you're screwed.
Oh no, that's not our monkey, not our circus. You didn't get in. It's all you.
Oh my god, no, that's something that needs to be addressed and fixed. You know.
Oh, they did. They have fixed it. So they have line management outside. They do divide the line so that way that doesn't happen again, and they have more security. And they have more security lines. The security lines are faster because they train their people up better. So they did fix it. So it's a lot easier to get into Anime Expo with a standard ticket. Yeah. I was so glad I had an industry badge that year because the industry badge line was 5 minutes long. And so
that's not bad.
Posting right in and then going in, and so it's like, how was getting in for you? And the guy's like, he's just this shell shock guy. He's like, man, it took me like 3.5 hours to get in. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get food here because I don't know if I have to go get my wall, which is in my hotel. It's meanwhile, I just left and gone to like Checkers and gotten picking up a burger, and I just came back in.
It's like, I'm fine. Oh my god.
All right. The other global factors is the seasons. So I kind of divided them into different seasons with how Florida seasons are.
Snowboard
so you have
migration.
snowbird remigration, which is mid-January, February. That's when all the snowbirds, they go back up north, and so they leave us all alone, and thankfully they're all there. Then you have Spring Bank of Sanity, which is March to April. That's when all the spring breakers come down from all that. Then you have Sleeping Until Heat. It's kind of May when everything kind of dies down. It's a little bit less problematic.
Yeah.
But yeah, May is not too bad. And then you have The Sun is a Deadly Laser. And that's June to August. That's also when everybody takes their vacation as well for the summer vacation, so all the kids come down. And that's July 4th, everything like that coming through there. It's also when it's the hottest, so all of the water parks are very populated. Yeah. Then extended Halloween,
which is not bad.
It's not bad. September to October, it's not bad. The normal park attendance isn't problematic.
Yeah,
it's like Halloween Horror
Nights. Yeah, or the Christmas.
As you know.
Yeah, it's. And then here, Quiet After the Storms.
Quiet After the Storms, which is we didn't have any this year, which is funny.
Yeah,
didn't really happen. Which is early November to mid-November. That's when it kind of like everybody gets ready.
Yeah,
for all the holidays.
Which is great because it's literally dead. The park's dead.
It's
like
dead.
Nothing going on.
It's like another off season.
Yeah, it's like people are just like every venue's too fully staffed and there's no and we're dead and there's no one coming in and like it's literally every ride's a walk on.
Yeah. And then the Snowbirds' revenge again. So when they all re-migrate back down to here, and they fill up our entire parks, and we cannot go to the parks as annual pass holders because otherwise we're dealing with like 3-hour-long lines with everybody being populated in all of them. And yeah, it's everybody's from out of state in like from probably like Thanksgiving weekends all the way till New Year's Eve ends.
Crazy.
And then we were start over again. But yeah, that's the holidays that I kind of came up with. That's actually all the slides that I have for all of those. But
that's really
good. So
yeah, perfect.
But yeah, those are the different things, and so let me go back to the factors on those. The day of the week is a thing.
Yeah, Tuesday. We'll say like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday's dead. Friday picks up.
Yeah.
Saturday. It's like pretty much like the airplane. Like when people fly out, like the busiest days will be what, Mondays, or when people fly back. Oh, sorry, Sundays, because people are going back to going back. Yeah, and then like Fridays are like busy. Other than that, like middle of the week, dead.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
If you go on a weekday, except for Friday, you're generally gonna have less people. But if you go on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're gonna have more people, especially if it's a holiday weekend. Especially if it's holiday weekend. So everybody's out of school, out of work. Thing is that's when everybody kind of comes in. So it's kind of that kind of stuff. The proximity to other theme park event release. So when Epic Universe happened, what happens is that everybody's trying to get to Orlando, and so you'll have more people. So actually even though Epic Universe opened up, Disney and all the other Universal parks actually did have their attendance increase because Epic Universe opened up. Yeah. So the lines were a little bit longer when Epic Universe opened up at Magic Kingdom because some people were going the first day that Epic Universe opened up. Some people were going the second day or third day. So they were there for like a vacation of like a multi 5-day vacation. So that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
So, and then if it's something that's like singular, so when Hagrid's opened up, that took away from all of the other parks because everyone was trying to get to Hagrid's. But yeah.
Like it's like when H Mart opened recently, and everyone in their moms going to H Mart, and then if you can't,
I still haven't gone to it.
Yeah, I was finally able to go, and I was like, oh my god, it's so packed still. But it's like if you can't go to H Mart, you might as well go to Lottie down the street because that's the other option. It's just that, I mean, it helps the Asian supermarket community because that was pretty crazy.
I do like Lottie Mart.
Oh yeah, like the line would be going around the corner just to go to H Mart, and I was like, I've been to an H Mart, and I'm like, but it was never this bad. I guess because it's the first one in Florida, but I was like,
it's the first one in Florida. Yeah, people were trying to see how it was.
I mean,
so the personal factors that you have to worry about is what's your wallet? Like, do you have the money to spend on it? Obviously, if you have rent payments, you're not going to worry about Express or anything like that. Yeah. Your party, like, who are you with? Are you with a bunch of kids? Or are you with a bunch of just adults that are willing to kind of hang out and talk for like an hour in the line? Or a bunch of kids that you probably couldn't spend like 3 seconds without them going, "Mommy, I want to go on the ride."
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing. And then the willingness, capability, dealing with tech. This is specifically Disney, I would have to say, because that's the one where if you have to reserve your line if you do Lightning Lane single or multi. So you actually have to use the app in order to reserve your space on these rides. And so it's like, are you willing to go through the app and try to deal with all that issue? And then last thing is your purpose of the park. Are you drinking around the world, or are you trying to go all over the rides? Because if you're drinking around the world, you may not even want Lightning Lane. You may just be like, man, I am going to be so
just here
wasted,
to drink.
I don't even know where I'm at.
I am just here to drink and walk around the park. I am not here to ride rides or blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I feel that.
But yeah, I mean, that is all I really have on basically the explainer for this. I mean, which one do you think
is better?
Yeah.
From what you showed me, all that, I think Universal is still the better, more bang for your buck. Because Disney makes it so complicated when you're doing the whole map thing and how they want it this way and go that way, and then especially when you said, especially for your annual pass holder, that all you get is free parking and not the other benefits like that. Like Universal's, like especially with the premiere, when you say, because I didn't know that you get an automatically one free Hollywood Horror Night ticket and you get free one valet. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Yeah, but
you get all of that.
Yeah, but with Disney, it's like you get free parking, but that's it. Like you get
free parking and you get access to the park.
Oh,
and so it's
you get to experience it.
Yeah, you get your experience pass. That's what it is.
Oh, you get to experience
it. I mean, the only extra benefit that Disney's AP used to have, which was the photo pass with their AP, they nixed it.
Yeah,
it's an add-on now. But Universal were like, yeah, you can get Express if you're a Premier. You can get Valet. I mean, they even have like AP nights. Have you ever been to an AP night
at Universal? No.
Yeah.
No.
So they close it off to only annual pass holders. You have to reserve your ticket. They only have like 2 nights a year, and it's just annual pass holders, and it's pretty cool. They have like special food and drinks for those specific nights.
But they don't do that for Disney. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Their APs are just fillers.
Yeah.
Just fillers in the middle.
Have you done it at Orlando Informer Night?
I have not.
It's like a whole separate event thing where like you pay, it's like you're pretty much renting the park for yourself, and it's like for a couple hours, and there's like food and stuff, but there's also there's no Express because there's no wait. You're not waiting because there's no one in there.
You're not waiting for anything.
And it's for both parks, Universal and Islands. I don't know if they're ever going to do an Orlando Informer Night for Epic, but it's like that's also, I think, worth the money if you want to spend. That's another thing that Universal does for their community that Disney doesn't do, which I think that's why Universal, in a sense, is better than Disney stuff, especially with their Express passes. It's easier to use compared to Disney's very logical. Use the app. Spend money. Oh, you want tier 1 or tier 2? I'm like, Jesus Christ! This Universal says, here's an Orlando Express. Just go wherever you want. Who gives a fuck? And it's not like, I don't know. If I write tier 1 first and to get on this, I have to get it for tier 2. I have to write tier 1. And I'm like, dude, that's so much work.
So when Genie Plus first came out, there was like, you have the influencers that they came in, they're like, they had developed strategy guides for this. I went, they're developing strategy guides to deal with an app
yeah.
in a freaking.
Or like you remember when the influencers were like, "All right, so yes, you're at 6 o'clock here, and you want to ride fucking Guardians. All right, so turn your Wi-Fi off. Okay, Wi-Fi off, and then just automatically reload your screen until you get the thing to pop up, and then the window pops up. You press the button, and boom, you reserve your virtual queue for Guardians." And I'm like, dude, Jesus Christ, is it that complicated? It was like so.
Disney has a lot that they build into their app, and they're like, you got to do their, like, you have to look at the app. I'm like, you have so much theming around the park that has been painstakingly made by all these Imagineers, and you have people going around like this all throughout the park, and they are not looking up. And I go, I like when the Genie Plus and Lightning Lane was first implemented, everyone was like this, and there's such amazing theming all throughout the park, and I'm just like, holy crap.
Technology makes people turn away from what Disney actually want people to see. It's like you gotta see all the, like, you know how Universal now does. They don't do maps anymore, like physical maps. Like Disney still has physical paper maps.
Yeah, they have the app.
No, you have to use the app because like it's like, where's the map? I mean, well, you gotta download the app because now Universal wants you to use the app. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Is the app, especially when you want to order food. Use the app. Go to Disney. Wait, how do I order food from the thing? Use the app. It's like, oh my god. It's like, what if I don't have no signal? You're fucked. It's.
Well, they do have good. Both parks do have good Wi-Fi if like you can connect to it.
Yeah.
So
another thing that Universal has over Disney is their freestyle Coke. Their unlimited Coke.
The freestyle machines.
Yeah, Disney don't got that. See, that's another thing that Disney needs to.
Let me. Okay, I gotta show you this.
Okay.
Here we go.
This
is the Epic Universe
souvenir cup.
Oh, souvenir cup. And I like this one because it's actually like it's insulated and everything like that. I wish all of the cups were like this, where they have a really nice handle and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But all of the new ones for Universal and for Disney, they don't have.
No,
they don't have any of that.
I think. Hold on. Do we have?
My girlfriend. Disney, I think they.
Yeah, because my girlfriend got a Universal cup for Halloween Horror Nights, and it was just a regular bland, no handle.
It's like a bucket.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
And I wish more of them were like this. So when I saw that they actually had the freestyle cups at Epic Universe that were exactly like this, I was like, I need to get this one, because not only is it like cool, but it's insulated and it works at all of the parks. So it's like, this one has a handle.
And that also works for the Coca-Cola, right? The freestyle Coke. That's so.
Yeah, so it's got the thing at the bottom, so it allows you to actually like.
See, that's cool. See, man, how come? I don't know why. Because Disney also has Coca-Cola products. I don't know why they don't have a freestyle Coca-Cola machine. Is it because they want you to spend money? That's so crazy, man. That's.
I mean, Disney wanting you to spend money. That's so weird.
That's crazy. How dare they? But yeah, so I think that's it for the topic we had for today. But I want to give you a question that I was asking people for a while. So we did a segment a couple episodes ago. It's where if you could kill one ride and bring back another ride at a park, what would it be? So I'll say Magic Kingdom. What would you do?
Mm-hmm. And so at Magic Kingdom, something I would remove and bring back the previous version.
Yeah, or like bring back a ride that was gone and then get rid of one ride to replace it. Like get rid of that ride, replace it with a ride you want to bring back. What would it be?
I mean, if it's Magic Kingdom, if I'm limited to Magic Kingdom, that would be Tiana's. That
okay.
I would say bring back the old Splash Mountain.
Okay.
I'm just. It's my childhood and everything. I don't know. The theming for Tiana's has just been.
I haven't rode the ride yet.
I feel like they half-assed it.
Is it that bad?
It's so I'm used to Disney where they go ham hog at every single ride, and Tiana's just like it seems
It's there.
box standard.
Yeah, because I heard Zootopia is bad. That replaced Tough to Be a Bug at Animal Kingdom. I haven't done it yet.
I mean, if it wasn't limited to a park, I would definitely get rid of Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And I would bring back everything that Fast and Furious replaced.
Earthquake.
So
or disaster.
A disaster or slash earthquake,
Yeah.
and the graveyard review.
Oh yeah, two attractions gone for Fast and Furious.
For Fast and Furious, a very lackluster. That the only thing that was good is the line. That they use the line for Halloween Horror Nights because they know it's just that bad.
I mean, I would like I said in the other episode, it was like I would bring Back to the Future.
Okay.
Get rid of Simpsons. I would obviously get rid of Fast and Furious. Bring back Earthquake, but I would love to bring back Alien Encounter. I don't know if you ever did it back in the day.
Yes.
Bring that back. It was. What was it say? What would I say? It's like it was before its time. It was like it was there, but I guess it was obviously too scared for kids. But that's why they got rid of it, and they replaced it with Stitch, which was okay. But Alien Encounter was like top notch, the best ride at Magic Kingdom. And then just get rid of like I don't know, stupid Mad Tea Party or bring back. I'll keep Winnie the Pooh, but I would like to bring back Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That was another good ride. I mean, 20,000 Leagues was a good ride, but it was that's like half of Fantasyland now, obviously, because it is what it is. It's fine.
It was fine. It was there.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because I understand why they got rid of King Kong, why they got rid of Earthquake, why they got rid of Jaws, because it's maintenance.
I mean, Mummy was a good replacement for.
I agree.
King Kong.
I agree.
Yeah.
Twister was okay replacement, and Fallon was when they got rid of Ghostbusters ride, they replaced it with Twister. That was okay, but to replace Twister with Jimmy Fallon,
I was neutral about that replacement when that came in. Because I was like, Twister, I mean, it's straight up walking simulator similar to Earthquake.
Yeah.
And then after that, they went to Jimmy Fallon, was a dark ride similar to the Minions.
Yeah.
And it was fine. It was honestly, it didn't go up, it didn't go down. It was literally exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with Fallon in general. It's just.
Oh my god. Getting rid of Shrek and replacing it with Villain Con is a travesty.
That was terrible mistake.
Yeah. I was like
riding that ride, if you could even call it a ride. It just trying to be on that thing and shooting anything on that ride is absolutely impossible.
As soon as you even left past the first room where you're shooting, I've already lost interest. I was like, I don't care.
Well, it suffers from the same problem that MIB has, where the laser is not exactly in the center. So you're just like, when you're trying to aim like that because that's where the laser is. If it was better, less latency and better aiming at it, and maybe a little less hectic, then maybe it might be a little bit better. And I think that it would probably be better if the ride was like 6 persons to a thing.
Yeah.
So because when you have just a continuous stream of people, like, where's your thing? What are you looking at? What's going on?
Yeah. Especially if you don't look at your gun and don't know what icon you're supposed to be, people are just shooting aimlessly at
so many parents that I was seeing going into that thing, they were so confused at what the hell was going on. And kids were not really caring. They were just like
yeah, it was like, and you expect a little child to carry that big ass gun. I was like, really, dude? It's
a really heavy gun too. Yeah. So any kid that is just like of the age that they're trying to focus on they're not picking that gun up.
It's like Shrek deserved better.
Yeah, I mean, Shrek was a really good show, and I think that They did Shrek dirty when they replaced it with the Minions ride.
Is it because I think it suffered from, I guess because it didn't age well, because with all the Shrek 5 or whatever, like the continuous in with the ride still stuck at the after the first one with the wedding, like their honeymoon scene is like,
yeah, it was still stuck in Shrek 2.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's not going to age well because they're beyond that already and shit. It was like, to me, like Back to the Future is perfect because it's a time travel and it's always set in that one timeline. You don't ever have to worry about going back and forth.
I have so I mean, Simpsons is on the chopping block because they do have the expiration on their contract.
Yeah, with Disney,
and so that's eventually going to go away. Fast and the Furious they're probably trying to get rid of once their contract is done with Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And I would see them replacing Villain Con with something else pretty quickly.
But I would think it has to be probably another Minion, because they made that whole street Minion theme, so they obviously have to keep it like that. Like,
I mean, they could replace it with some other Minion thing on there, like just like, hey, we're not doing Villain Con, or we're doing another Villain Con, but this time it's better. Like, we heard your feedback and we're gonna fix it. Like that would be a win. That would be a win if they were like, hey, we heard that Villain Con's bad, we've seen that it's all that crap. Let's go ahead and bring in Villain Con V 2.0, and people actually might like it.
Yeah. And with Disney, it's just, I feel like, especially now they're finally upgrading Magic Kingdom with at least cars and not Eldorado. What the hell is that? Encanto.
Encanto.
Yeah, or like Beyond Thunder Mountain area, whatever they're calling it. And then, I mean, it sucks that you have to get rid of Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom, because Dinosaur's an amazing ride, but to replace it with Indiana Jones finally is going to be epic. But why at Animal Kingdom is another question, because I would thought they would just get rid of the stunt show and then replace that with the dark ride instead of removing the dark ride over to Animal Kingdom. Have you seen the dark ride on YouTube at LA?
For in LA? No, I haven't.
The
Disney stuff I usually don't follow. It's the Universal stuff. Like, I do check out the Disney stuff, but it's like
you're more Universal.
I know the Universal stuff because, I mean, all the people that I know are Universal team members, and all of the people that have passes are Universal passes. There are some people that I know Disney, but like, they're not my group usually.
It's that especially with Back to Islands, is that ever since Harry Potter got bought with Universal, is just that the Lost Continent just gets smaller and smaller. Now that with Poseidon gone, the only thing left in Lost Continent is the Mythos restaurant, which they need to do something soon with Poseidon.
Well, they are replacing Sinbad, and they're replacing Poseidon.
Do you know soon? Because Sinbad is it's still there. Like the boat, the stage, it's just rotting. It's literally just still there.
So they have the permits out for it, but they are deconstructing it. But I haven't seen them actually bring in the deconstruction people yet.
You think it's gonna be another show?
They haven't done any permits. They could do a lot of different things with it because there's a few different IPs that they do have pending. Wicked is one of those ones.
Yeah, but that's probably an Epic expansion though, right?
I don't know. So the Epic expansion, they haven't really filed anything yet. People have said that it's going to be Wicked. That could be it, but I don't know what specifically. It's honestly, they've been able to keep the lid on exactly what it is so far, and being the permits, because normally like the permits just reveal what it is, and so before they can even announce anything, people are like pulling the permits and being like, oh, it's this ride.
Yeah, because Epic still has so much expansion land they can still use, because they got that huge plot of expansion land near Nintendo, and they have that other one next to Harry Potter, between Harry Potter and Stardust. They have a whole other expansion.
So I think it's, what was it? So the pads that they have open, if I remember correctly, is
because they
can basically, of course they haven't updated Google Maps yet, but there's a pad. So there's a pad between Stardust Racers and Harry Potter. That's probably them going to put it in a Harry Potter thing eventually. Yeah, because it needs two. It only has one.
It needs another ride. It needs another attraction. It needs another try. Same thing with Monsters. I thought, apparently I heard they're going to do like a Creature from the Black Lagoon expansion. That's like a rumor. but like they need another ride over there because.
Well, originally, so when they were building Epic Universe, the thing is that the Dark Universe was originally going to be following the movies that they were planning. They were planning an entire
The Dark Universe with Johnny Depp and all that stuff.
Dark Universe with Johnny Depp and
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and all of them. And so basically they're going to do like Dracula and Creature from Black Lagoon, all these old ones, and just kind of bring up that entire thing. But when Mummy bombed, the new Mummy just failed. They just scrapped the entire Dark Universe.
Because I noticed the Wolfman they use in Epic and Dark Universe, that Wolfman is based off the Benicio del Toro Wolfman.
Yeah.
That's also
because they have all the characters that they could have brought into the Dark Universe in Frankenstein.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Hopefully they expand more because also, Epic's great. It just needs more stuff too. It's like yeah. Monster's a great ride, but the Wolfman's too short. You need another attraction over there to expand.
Yeah, the Wolfman ride is very interesting because the roller coaster is that sometimes you're facing the other way, and so you're just staring at another person that's on the ride and trying to figure out like what should you look at. Is it okay to look at them? Maybe I should just like look off to the side and just it's like the most awkward ride that I've ever been on.
It's like the best 30 seconds of your life. You're like, I'm gonna look away, and then as you go backwards and forwards, I would say it would be a top 5 ride if it was longer. If it was longer, it would be way better. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
To me.
And I think they learned their lesson with Epic Universe. The fact that Epic Universe basically closes whenever it rains is a problem because 75% of their rides have to shut down during the rain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the only rides that would probably remain open would be like Ministry or Monsters.
Ministry, Bowser, and Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think anything else will be open because
everything else is an outside ride, and so you can't have people in the rain when it's
another missed opportunity. They could have built other rides within the middle of like Celestial Park instead of just having a carousel. They should have had another ride out there. It was like this empty shit other than restaurants.
Yeah, I think one of the things that they probably could have done is with Epic Universe I feel like we need to have like an episode of just about Epic Universe itself.
Yeah.
Because I have so much to talk about. But there is one of the things is I wish it was more squeezed. Like they could squeeze the center Celestial Park in so that way it's like a little bit less larger and have more for the theming for all of the spokes.
Yeah.
And then possibly adding a ride into the center to kind of break up the monotony of that entire area. But we'll see. We'll see what they do with Epic Universe because they're definitely doing things.
Yeah, there's gonna be more stuff coming just to make it even more epic. because when I did it the first couple weeks, and you know how the hype was about it's gonna be like a possible Disney killer and Disney should worry now that Epic's gonna happen, and I went through it and I was like, well, I mean, it's a great park. I love it. It's just Disney has nothing to worry about.
People were hyping it up in the wrong way because like everybody was like, okay, it's gonna be like Universal, then Islands of Adventure, then Epic. And like that's what they thought it was gonna be. I was like, no. You don't understand what they're trying to do. So if you put Universal Studios on this side and you put Islands of Adventure on this side, Epic Universe is like literally straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to make it this end all be all, this is the amazing park, because they want people to go to the other two parks. There's actually a lot to go.
You want people to go to your products. You want people to keep coming back.
They want to add more space, but they don't want to make the other space useless.
Yeah.
So they purposefully didn't make it like this huge, high level, oh my god, you have to go to this park before you die kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more of like, hey, listen, this is kind of a mid-road thing where you have a lot of IP theming, but you do have like interesting epic rides with a lot of technology. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but it's not like one of those parks that if you miss it, you're not going to have, like, you're going to have an aneurysm or something like that.
Yeah. say, "Oh, I didn't go to it. I can't go." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's nice. It's a really nice add-on for a lot of different things, and I would say that if you can go to Epic Universe, it's actually a pretty good park. I would say that How to Train Your Dragon is probably one of the strongest parts of Epic Universe.
I agree. To me, the best areas is best portals is How to Train Your Dragon and Monsters. To me, is just Harry Potter has the Harry Potter aspect. Harry Potter at night and Epic is amazing. If you go to Paris at night, it looks beautiful. That's
the entire park is like an entirely different park when the sun goes down. I mean, the thing is that I tell everybody, it's like, if you're going to Epic Universe, make sure you stay after the sun goes down, because you will think that you have gone into 2 different parks when you do that.
It's worth. Yeah, that alone is worth the view. But I just wish they had a fireworks show.
Yeah, they had it the first night, so they had it for the
tease me,
but that they haven't done it.
Yeah, I know they did it for New Year's, right? Or not New Year's, 4th of July, because I didn't know. I didn't know
4th of July, the grand opening, and that was it.
But I'm like, just do it again. You have all that land.
Well, the problem is that I think that
is it the residential thing?
It's residential area. Yeah. It's right in the middle of a lot of residential. So I don't think they're going to be able to get the permits with all that. I think they are like, hey, listen, July 4th, everybody's going to be doing it. So they got the permits for that. And then the launch of Epic Universe are like, well, hey, listen, it's the launch of Epic Universe. You got to let us do it. And so they were able to get the permit for that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Orange County was allowing them to put on that. And that's why I think that they're trying to get their drone shows online.
Yeah.
So those are less.
Yeah. It's just like because Disney owns their property, they can do whatever they want. It's like, oh, fireworks, like whatever.
Yeah, they got like 1 billion hectares out there, so you're just sitting there like, okay, well, I mean, if they shoot off fireworks, who's going to hear it? What, other people that are at Disney trying to watch the fireworks?
Yeah, it's like, no, I own the property, I can do whatever I want. It's like, this is my area. This is my land. Yeah.
I mean, for the longest time, they literally were the government. So the thing is that they had the capability of saying, yes, we want a permit to be able to shoot fireworks. And they're like, change hats. Yes, Disney, you could go ahead and shoot off fireworks.
Like, hey, Reedy Creek, can we do it? Hold on. Wait, I am Reedy Creek. Yeah, sure, you could do it. It's like, of course you can do whatever you want. Oh, man. They're
just like having FaceTime with themselves. It's like, can I build a new road? Yes.
Sure. I don't have to wait for permission. Just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So now the Reedy Creek Improvement District is now the central. What is it? The Central Florida Improvement District.
Is that because of DeSantis shit and all that?
Yeah, DeSantis kicked them all out.
Fuck. He could do that? That's great.
He successfully did it, and the thing is that. I mean, Disney kind of did it right, where they actually formed a contract with Reedy Creek Improvement District that survived after the Reedy Creek Improvement District was kicked out. That said that Disney still has control over most of the parts that Reedy Creek Improvement District would have had.
Yeah. So they're still able to do whatever they want.
Yeah. The thing that was really stupid is that because DeSantis did all the things, so the thing was that there was a lot of bonds that Disney held. And the thing is that Disney was required to pay for all of those. When DeSantis killed the entire Reedy Creek Improvement District, now all those bonds went on Florida. So now Florida has to repay all those bonds, all the stuff that Disney was creating those improvements for.
So Florida fucked themselves over.
Yes, it's basically put $600 million on the books.
Right. So that's going to wrap today's episode of No Hype Required. Huge thanks to Zach for jumping in and bringing the fire on this one. At the end of the day, whether you're Team Universal Express or Team Disney FastPass, Genie Plus, Fastlane, whatever it is, the best choice is whatever you make your trip more fun and less stressful. And remember, because whether it's capes, coasters, or camera lenses, there's no hype required to join the fandom. Thanks, guys, for listening, and make sure to follow, subscribe, and hit us with your own theme park hot takes. I'll catch you guys next one. Thank you, Zach, for joining.
Later.